Hi, everyone. My name is Jennifer Marie Pelfini, and I am coming to you here live from the great state of Nevada. I'm actually in Reno, and I'm going to share with you today my personal story. Now, I'm going to be totally honest with you. I'm very much an unscripted person, so the light in here is not great. Let me close my shade. I'm a very unscripted person. When it comes to sharing stories, because I want it to come from my heart, so I'm going to share you with my story from my heart. I'm going to read one thing first that's going to introduce me and let you know, give you kind of a background on me. I'm going to read it like in third person, like I'm talking about myself or someone's introducing me, okay? Because that's how I wrote it. After spending 27 years in corporate America in marketing, working with the biggest brands in tech and enterprise, leading new ventures and turnarounds, global travel, and high-pressure leadership roles, Jennifer Marie Pelfini was burnt out. Recently married in 2016, her husband Michael, and also a tech exec, decided to focus on their new life and have a child. After the birth of Audriana, they decided Jenn would be the stay-at-home mom and change up their lifestyle to relocate to Reno. Both retired from intense, always-on careers to make a big, huge life change. In the middle of the pandemic, like many other moms, Jenn needed a refresh and a change and wanted more for herself personally. In her own kitchen, she was feeling like a short order cook and a waitress. Something needed to change. Pampered Chef came along when she attended a virtual party to grab a few things she needed, and she realized this could be a good fit for her schedule and be inclusive with her daughter as a business opportunity. In 1 year, she achieved every sales incentive, revamped her kitchen, and earned free and discounted products, was promoted to director, and achieved an Excellence in Sales award. While all that is great, what she really achieved is learning more about herself personally, how to inspire others to change up, enhance their kitchen experiences, and motivate others to build something for themselves. Additionally, lots of tricks in the kitchen. Jenn's been in every size kitchen, mostly the tiniest kitchens in San Francisco. I lived in California for 20 years, between Northern and Southern California. Helped to design and build a full kitchen renovation with my fiance, who's now my husband at the time, and it took about a year to design and a year to execute, and knows how to make a kitchen work efficiently while still being able to include her daughter, which sometimes is really a journey, and have fun. So I want you to join me in my journey as I tell you about why I chose Pampered Chef and why I think it's just great for me, and I think it's great for my family and great for my daughter. I think I kind of said it all in the introduction. I can't see any of your comments, so if you're commenting, I don't know how to do that. I'm just gonna talk and hopefully answer your comments later if you have any comments, if anyone is on here. Oh, I see a kid. Roll it. I see what I'm doing. Oh, I limited people who could comment on this post. Oh, okay, got it. Okay, so anyway, let's get back to it. So you see my shirt, Crazy Mom. Okay, I could have chose so many different things to wear for today, but we're actually going to the snow for my daughter's birthday, and I chose this for a specific reason because it represents a memory to me. So when I joined Pampered Chef, I was kind of here on my own in Reno. I didn't know anybody in Pampered Chef in Reno. There are people here in Reno that do it, but it wasn't just a really big thing out here. I feel like Reno is a big, huge opportunity for growth, and that was one of the reasons why I joined with Pampered Chef, because I wanted, one thing that's really important to me in a business opportunity is building a sense of community and establishing relationships locally. Whereas you could do this business anywhere virtually, which is the beauty of the business. And I'm going to tell you, be honest, 85% of my parties in the first year and a half have been outside in California and Ohio and Michigan, everywhere, because I'm originally from some of those places, or I've spent time in those places, and I'm just starting to build up my reputation and my rapport in Reno as, the Pampered Chef lady, which is kind of funny. I never thought I'd want to be the Pampered Chef lady, but that's actually what I want. So anyway, this shirt, getting back to this shirt, Crazy Mom, is so symbolic for so many reasons. One is I was a crazy mom before I started Pampered Chef. I was literally going crazy inside. And after spending so many years building up my career and, achieving goals and bonuses and everything, I just kind of shut that down when I became a stay-at-home mom. And no question, it was the best thing ever that I did because I needed that. I needed to shut down. I needed to change. I was kind of one of those corporate go-getters. I was always on 24/7. My personal life suffered from it. And I had just had a lot of, but at the same time, I traveled around the world and had great opportunities. So I get to, I had the best of both worlds and the worst of both worlds. And like I said, my personal life suffered from it. So when we decided to have a child, I knew I had to change. I knew, first of all, I wouldn't be able to stay pregnant with my style of life. I knew that I would struggle. And I knew that I felt this need that I needed to be different. I needed to refocus on what was getting back to me. So anyway, fast forward, we had the baby, we relocated, we had a lot of life things happen. You guys, I could go into a whole thing about the life things that happened in that year that I got pregnant and that we moved and all the things that were really hard that we went through. But at the end of the hard, we had this wonderful child, and I was the stay-at-home mom. I was going to the groups, the coffee groups, meeting the moms, whatever. The pandemic happened, everything shut down. So now I was suddenly at home with my daughter all the time, and she was about almost 2 at the time, and I was hitting the crazy button, hence the crazy mom. And I got invited to this party, and I actually had started a cooking blog back in 2014, not really knowing what to do with it, but my inspiration was my grandmother, who died with all her recipes in her head, and I didn't want that to happen to me. Like, something flicked inside of me in 2014 when I was actually unemployed at the time, in between jobs. I was like, I need to write this down, and I want to show people experiences. I don't want to show them the picture at the end that looks really pretty and how to make it. I want to show them the journey. So in my lifetime, I've always kind of been a storyteller. It's something I really love to do, is tell stories. And I just started telling stories about how I would cook and what things meant to me. So I had this website set up, and it's like, I truly believe in God. It has a plan for you, and you just don't know it, and you don't know when it's going to fall into place, and you don't know how it's going to come together. But I got invited to this virtual party of a friend who I've known since 89, in college, and I wanted to pick up a couple of things. So it turns out that Christine, who's my advanced director now, was running that party for my friend Tandy, and I wanted to pick up a pot. And at the time, we weren't spending so much money because we're kind of retired. We're sort of on a budget. I had a lot of Le Creuset products, and they were super expensive to buy a stock pot. I couldn't get my mind around spending $500-$600 on a pot at the time. Neither could my husband either. So I went to this party, and I don't even know if I bought anything from Tandy. I think I bought like 1 or 2 things, and I just saw the virtual party going, and I thought, oh my gosh, I have a website that talks about cooking. I really love cooking, and why am I starting to hate it? And at the time, something else happened too. Chef Simon did cooking in his kitchen for 52 days. If you don't know who Chef Simon is, he's from Ohio. He's amazing, Chef Michael Simon. And he did cooking live in his kitchen for 52 days. And what was different and the game changer for me was that he was vulnerable and honest and real. And I, at that point, that same time when I was getting sick of the kitchen, feeling like a waitress and a cook, I couldn't stand cooking shows because I felt they were lies, and there's no way they can make that happen that fast, and it wouldn't be that pretty. And I watched him, and I also watched him teach me about getting back to basics, about use the stuff in your pantry. Don't be afraid to try new things, because I was the type of person that would cook, it had to be from scratch, it had to be 8 ingredients. I was kind of a cooking snob for my single time. That just didn't fly being a mom. So I needed easier ways to get food on the table, and I needed to make it more pleasant and fun. So all these things sort of added up, and I was sitting at this party, watching this party go, and I was like, well, couldn't I do that? Like, that can't be like that hard or difficult to do. I mean, I'm watching her do it, and I'm do these posts and talk about her life, and Beverly's playing games and having fun. And I thought, that just seems like a lot of fun. Like, maybe I'll try it. Not only did I try it, I jumped right in, and Christine's probably laughing watching this, and I'm like, I'm going to do a party right away. I want to earn the commission. I want to get the discount products. I end up getting, my party was a smashing success. It was a $2,400 party. I got $565 worth of free products, and I got like a $500 or $600 commission, whatever the amount was for the 20% or 22%, whatever it was. And I was like, oh, I can do this. I guess I do have a good network build up, and I do know people. And by the way, it doesn't matter what your network is, because you need to get out of your network and go forth and conquer other situations, not just your own people, because your own people are going to buy for you because they love you at first and go parties for you at first. But your goal is you're not going to be asking them all the time. You're going to be asking other people. So I just want to make that note. And I was like, okay, so I started booking parties, started having parties, and I just kind of did my own thing. I had no intent of any kind of promotion. I had no intent of making big money. I was just doing it because I needed something for myself. And every day I would get up and I would have something that made me feel good about myself. And it was weird asking people, because I'm in marketing and marketers do not ask people. We tell people what to do. We don't sell. We position and we tell them why they should buy it and why it's awesome, but we never close the deal. So this was a thing I had in my head. I was like, I can't really ask people. Like, I don't do that. Like, I don't do that. And so I did. I got over that. And it was like what they say about water off your shoulder or water off your back. I'm very, very bad at phrases of, I'm just going to ask what can happen. They're going to say no. If they say no, I mean, what am I going to do? Cry in a corner and get over it? It was hard at first, I'm not going to lie. For me, it was hard at first to take some rejection, but then I got the yeses and then I got the wins. And then I had a whiteboard. It's actually right here on my desk. And I started writing down 5,000, 10,000, 15,000. And I think it was within my first 60 days or 75 days, I hit 15,000 in sales and got the knives. I got everything. And then I just started writing on my board of what I wanted when I wanted to hit 50,000. And then, I hit that, and everything I would write down and focus on, I would make I would figure out a way to make it happen because it was written down. I needed to make it happen. So after all that, I just kept going. And then I started to connect more with my group. And by the way, right away when I first joined, I got on a Zoom call with Angelique and Christine, and we were in like our mom buns with our glasses on, no makeup. And I just felt, these could be my people. I'm not sure. Like, they just feel like they're real, like me. And especially having been from Ohio and Michigan, I connected with them right away. And that's the other part of this shirt is come the pandemic and everything shut down, whatever, we kept doing Zoom calls and meeting, and I just started to really grow to love and respect these women. And I'd never met them in person because I'm here in Reno, Nevada, all by myself. And I flew out to Michigan for a trip that they planned. And I walked in the door and just was filled with I almost cried. Our names were up on the walls and big posters and pictures and all of our achievements as a team. And I met these women for the first time and I was like, these are my people. These are people that I relate to. These are people that care about me. These are people that want to help me. And those are people that I want to help. And that, in all my years of my career, and I've met some pretty awesome people, don't get me wrong. I mean, I had people at my house last night that I worked with that I adore and love. But in all my career, I never felt that sense of people always want me to succeed and they always want me to do well. And that translated in something that was very important to me is I wanted to be able to provide the opportunity to other people, and I want them to be successful. Because when I look at my daughter, I want her to not see the corporate hardcore mom I was. I want her to see the mom that inspires people, that shows people they can do what they need, they can do anything they put their minds to, and they can make it happen. And so when I met these people in Michigan for the first time, one of the places we went to was this cool t-shirt shop in Traverse City. And this shirt reminds me of that memory. It reminds me of my time as a crazy mom, and it reminds me of my actual Pampered Chef journey. I'm a director now, and I work my business as much as I can. I have other businesses I do too, but my Pampered Chef business is something I really focus on building my brand and connecting with my customers, my clients. I actually call them my clients, my client hosts, and my clients. And I'm just trying to think of new ways to always expand my business and make it better for me and for other people. And Pampered Chef gives you all the skills between Dash, the training, the personal support you get from this team. Stacey Edsel's team is amazing. It's the number 2 team in the company, and there's a reason for that, because the people that are on this team really care, and that makes a difference. And when you're deciding to do any kind of opportunity in your life, I truly believe there's a couple of things you really need to look at. One is you need to look at, is this something that you really are going to find fulfilling for you personally? Is this something that's going to wake you up in the morning or at night and you're going to be thinking about it? For example, before I took this opportunity, this is the divine intervention part, you guys. 5 days in a row, I thought about it. 5 mornings in a row, I swear, God woke me up and said, Jen, this is for you. You need to do this. You've been waiting for something. And I was like, every day I'd be like, what? No, that is not for me. I am not doing this. I am not a salesperson. God, no, hold on. And day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, I woke up. And by day 5, I was like, that's it, I'm doing it. Because it's very clear to me I'm supposed to do this. I don't know why. I don't know what I'm going to do. But I figured it out. And that's really the beauty about this business. It's not hard to figure out. It's really about connecting with people and showing people how much you love or hate even being in the kitchen. I mean, some people that are really successful don't like being in the kitchen. For example, people think I cook every day. I don't. I cook 2 to 3 times a week and I make it work for me. And that's kind of my message is, I am efficient. And what made me efficient and what changed my kitchen 1000% is Pampered Chef tools. I mean, I don't even know. I started out with 4 products that I bought in 2007. I use them occasionally, not really. And then when I got all these products in my house and my kit, I started using them and I replaced 90% of my kitchen stuff that I thought was really good brands that I spent a fortune on, including a $600, $500 mixer, whatever. And every single time I compare them to a Pampered Chef product, they would win. So for me, it was the authenticity of the products too. So anyway, I'm going to go. This is becoming very long. I am a very chatty person, as you could tell. I just wanted to share my journey with you and why I love it and why I love this team and why I continue to Pampered Chef. I also did a fun little video that's about 4 minutes if you want to watch it. That goes the top 10 reasons I'm in Pampered Chef. And I'll tell you guys, I never talk about the money because it's not for the money. Yes, I do it for the money. Yes, I love the money. Yes, I want the money. But that's not why. I do this because of the personal fulfillment and that it's giving me something to look forward to every day. And because it gives me something to look forward to every day, it gives my daughter something to see. And it gives other people something to inspire or aspire to become for themselves, whatever that is. So I thank you for your time listening to me today. My mission is to bring joy into your kitchen. You let me know how I can do that for you. And you guys take care. And if you have any questions at all, drop them in the comments. I'd love to answer you and share more with you or help you in any way. Take care, guys, and have a great weekend. Bye.